Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today playing with some mods on BeamNG Drive. And yes, you are seeing my vehicle correctly. I've got the Annihilator from Carmageddon in Beam. I was so excited when I saw that this mod was around. I just had to do a video on it and go driving with it. It does have the front-mounted spike. There is an option to remove it. Admittedly, it is a jelly spike. If we release the handbrake and just go. It's not really going to do that much damage, but never mind. Yeah, we've got a fully fledged Dragster on Beam, and I'm kind of curious to see how it will do. It is incredibly quick in a straight line, but in true Dragster fashion, there's probably more steering in this than there should be in a Dragster. I'm going to kind of see how fast I can run it up around this island. Oh, that's a good start. That's a really good start. We've lost the we've lost the exhaust and lost the rear wheel immediately. Fantastic. Now this is the island that I would do in the speed runs before. If I can't get any clean runs anywhere else by like circling the island, I will try and remember to find where that road was. I'm going to take this car down here. Okay, steering. I knew there wasn't that much steering in a Dragster. Doesn't turn at all. We're going to have to be very, very careful because the speed of this thing is phenomenal. You saw I got it to like 150 without even trying, really. It is incredibly, incredibly quick when you can use the power. Oh, okay, there we go. We're bouncing along a little bit now. Jump back on the brakes. The brakes aren't actually that bad. I kind of feared that it would have ridiculous straight line speed, no steering and no brakes. It does actually get stopped relatively well. Oh, this looks like a place we can unleash some of that Dragster power. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Tree, that was close. Brakes, uh-oh, more trees. We're not stopping for them trees. No, we're not. Definitely not. It is so hard. It is so hard to use use a vehicle like this on the sort of roads. There is a cockpit view. I really quite like this cockpit view. It's a very cool cockpit view. Everything does kind of shake and rattle, and kind of imagine inside an actual Dragster, it does kind of shake and rattle this much. We do not. I was going to go down that little side road bit, but we could not aim the car for it to save my life. So apparently we're going back this way. It does get quite bumpy as we try and get on the accelerator. That was more kind of getting on the brakes through there that shook everything in the car. It does kind of feel like it may fall apart at any moment, and admittedly, with me trying to drive it quickly around here, that may well be the case. We may be about to fall apart because we're going to hit something quite hard. It's kind of a little bit difficult as well to judge the speed when we're bouncing so much across things. Where is this course going? Visibility is not the greatest either in here. I'm kind of guessing by where there are gaps in the tree line as to where the road may hopefully be going. Turn. Okay, no, we're fine. I was kind of worrying we're going to catch the exhaust on something. We may still catch the exhaust on something. No, we're around. We've made that turn. It does kind of ruin your sense of speed slightly as well in this vehicle sometimes, because when you can unleash all of the power, I'm pretty sure it will do 300 odd miles an hour. So yeah, you got to make sure that you have the space to really unleash all of the power, because there is a hell of a lot of it. And I'm doing a little bit better now. I kind of got the hang of it slightly. This is probably not a good idea to be unleashing so much power down here when I can't see where the road is going. Get out of the bushes. The bushes are not a good place. I mean, this is not exactly a good vehicle for off-roading with its atrocious turning circle. I mean, it's got huge rear tyres, but yeah, with the atrocious turning circle, I don't know which way I want to. I don't really know this level. This is the small, no, what is it? East Coast USA Island or something? It's not the small USA Island, it's the other island one. Not the jungle one, the other one. Can't remember their names. Okay, we're bouncing. That kind of felt like it hurt something. Let's just have a quick stop. Oh, the handbrake. Let's have a look. Are our wheels all pointed? Yeah, that wheel's pointing in the right direction. That wheel's pointed in the right direction. It's okay. I love the cockpit view. I was going to say, I thought that was the exhaust mounting there. It's not quite. The exhaust mounting doesn't really go to anywhere, but that's not quite the exhaust because they're a little bit further forward. Yeah, well, you can't actually see very much from inside it. I think it's a very, very cool cockpit view in here. I will get out of cockpit view, though, so that you can slightly see... Oh, crap. There's all sorts of action cameras as well. I'm not sure if they're new for Beam or whether that's new for just for this particular mod. There's been an update to Beam relatively recently. Added a whole bunch of new stuff, which I shall be taking a look at soon. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure quite what's new for where. I'm also pretty sure I'm now going through the middle of the island, which is not at all where I wanted to be going, but never mind. Ah! Oh, we did so well. Can we drive on one wheel? Does it let us drive on one? No, once we lose a wheel, that's it. I'd be kind of interested to see how this thing would launch, having only one wheel. Oh, no. Nope, nothing whatsoever. Right, now we are going to try go up that road over there. Okay, and I say try because the turning to get pointed to the... Oh, we got How would a drag car make a good vehicle for driving your normal everyday driving around town? I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably not going to work. Can we... I want to go left at this junction. I'm trying to turn left. No, we're going to have to do a 3-point turn. Okay, we're now going to reverse. Okay, well, we can get turned, at least in a 3-point turn. It will... Oh, no, that's too much power. Right. You got to be so careful. Not only can we not... Yeah. You would not want to be using this vehicle for the daily commute. Admittedly, nobody would get in your way when you have that. Admittedly, it's a slightly floppy spike, but it still looks intimidating. No one will get in your way if you have that as a sticky spike at the front of your car, and if you blip the throttle a tiny bit too much, you would skewer anybody around. But you would have to do a 3-point turn every single time you came to a corner. Come on, this one here, we're going to use all of the available... I've turned in too late. I've turned in far too late. We're using all of the available road and the available footpath. I don't even know if I've turned in the right point, though. Ooh, no, careful now. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away. No. Trees. Minding the trees. Minding the trees. We're planted in a bush. And we've lost a spike already. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh, God's sake. Ah, no. Jelly wheels. Uh-oh. The tree and dragster is not a particularly good combination here. Right. Can we launch it down here? I don't really know where this is going to go. Oh, probably not, because that looks like some tree lines. Okay, sure. Where does this road... Again, I've never really played this level particularly. Oh, for God's sake. Doesn't steer. Come on, get turned. Oh no, we're probably going to have to go for another reverse. There we go. That'll work. Whoa, we're bouncing. You can get this thing to do wheelies. I haven't quite figured out there's a knack to getting it to do wheelies. I have not quite figured it out. Sometimes you get massive wheelies going on. Other times I'll launch it and it will just launch very, very quickly. Let's see if we can wheelie down the high street. Yes, this sounds like fun to me. He's got. I think I probably broke with its collision in the bushes. I think we may have broken something because the front end is decidedly wobbly. Right. So if we are to, I'm trying to think what's the best way, what's the best camera angle to show this. Let's go for. Can we get there? We go. Look at that. You've got decent wheelie off the launch. I think perhaps losing the spike also helps it with the wheeling. We're going at many of the speeds, and now we're definitely not going to stop for many of the speeds. It's very, very quick when you can use the speed, but we have quite twisted it up a lot there. The front of the chassis is not at the angle it should be. Okay, shall we go and try and find the speed? I can't even remember where the speed running road is. It's around here somewhere. Let's go and have a look. Let's see if we can find it. Honestly, I don't think this is going to have enough steering. I mean, I joked about the game's drag cars not having enough steering, not having enough handling to actually make it around the corners. They could do it at max speed, but this I really don't think will actually simply turn. There's a couple of the fast bits on this road. I think I may have missed it. I think it is the one previous. Let's just have a... no, wait, is it around here? It's been quite a while since I've played Beam, in all honesty. This looks like it might be... This looks about right. Yes, I think this is the right start point. Okay, Annihilator. This is the correct road. Let's see what we can get. I think about 170 we got with some of the other cars, but that was bringing them under control safely. Now this, I'm not sure. Oh, no. Turn. We've lost bits already. We have lost some bits. We've gone wibbly and crashy and breaky and... Oh, there goes a wheel. As you can imagine, drag cars and turning are not really a thing that go together. And yeah, the Annihilator that doesn't turn. But I'm really glad to see this vehicle in Beam. I love having the silly vehicles and so on. I don't much care about having supercars. I mean, I like supercars as much as the next person, but I don't so much care about having, you know, all of the big supercars in this kind of game. I'd much rather have mods for vehicles like this, sort of slightly peculiar, different, odd vehicles. Much more fun. Much more fun to go driving. It's like the Deus in GTA 5. I love the Deus in GTA 5. It's just vehicles that are just slightly peculiar are the most fun to go driving with. Okay, Annihilator, let's see what you can do. If I can actually keep control of you down here. We've got to have such huge brakes just to get around these corners. Most of this was flat out in the other cars that went down this road, just to put that into context, and I have been flat out for all of about half a second in this run. Right, we're going to go to flat out again here. Well, hey, 230, and then we're going to go straight on the brakes immediately, because I know there is a corner coming up somewhere. Where is it? I don't know. Where is a corner? There is a corner around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. The bridge is probably not going to be too friendly either to this car. Brace! I think that would have shattered your spine going through there. It made it through, though. I don't know if we lost any bodywork. We probably... Oh, no, even the spike stayed on with it taking a trip across the bridge. That's not quite what I expected. Tree. Oh, dear. It made it. I got like 230 out of it, though, so I'm happy with that. Admittedly, I'm not actually sure quite how accurate the speedo is with this car, as it's quite vibratey, and I think perhaps the speedo does flatter it a little bit. One thing I'm going to finish off doing with this drag car is we are going to... I did see a little off-road path. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. I had a small panic. It's fine. Only a small panic. I thought I was being too stupid with the car, but it's fine. I'm going to see how far we can make it down this off-road path. We're not even going to get stopped. Okay, right, here we are. How far can I make it down here before I get the Annihilator stuck? I have no idea. This may be like a I don't know, a 300-foot path, or it may be a 3-mile path. I'm going to see how long it takes before I get to a point where I can no longer continue with the Annihilator. If that point comes, maybe I can make it all the way down here despite the terrible, terrible turning circle. We shall see. It actually does pretty well. I was kind of half expecting things to have got broken by now, like suspension or wheels or something. Admittedly, this is not quite as twisty or a turny as I expected it could have been anyway. The back of this car is so bouncy. I think it's the size of the tyres. Kind of bounce the vehicle along. Look at it bounce and bounce away. We actually made it down a dirt path in one piece. We did bounce and vibrate our way down most of it, but we made it down the path. Can we find another one in the Annihilator to go exploring? Uh-oh. Oh no, we're doing a little dance in the drag car. if we could not do the... I love the side-to-side bounce that can go on when it gets a little bit unhappy with you. It just bounces around. I mean, your control of the vehicle is severely limited once it's starting doing that. Where the bloody hell am I? Okay, I'm not quite at the part of the island I thought I was. Oh, I spy an off-road path. Brakes. Oh, okay, we got stopped. Which way should we go down it? Should we go down or should we go up? Let's go down, just to make it really super, super difficult for this, because we don't have the best of brakes. We've just skewered a tree. Oh, crap. I may have shot forwards a little too quickly there. Okay, careful car. Come on now. Calm down. There we go. Easy does it. Let's go and have a look and explore down here. And if this is a really short path, then we'll turn around and go back up. We could probably get some pretty impressive airtime on this if we were to find some jumps. We're going to go... I'm not going to get turned for that way, so we're going to go... we're going to go this way. I'm actually really amazed. I did not think this would fare as well off-road. Admittedly, we're not on really narrow, really nasty trails. I mean, some of the tight turns in the jungle island this thing would not cope with. It just doesn't have the turning circle to get around. I was expecting a little bit more of a challenge, perhaps, with it through these ones. But again, as I said, I don't really know these paths, so these have been quite open. You kind of got to steer a long time before you see the corner, almost. Oh, crap. Okay, right. We'll go the other way. We'll get it turned around. You're kind of preempting the corners, almost, with this car. Oh, we have slightly snapped a front wheel. Are we... Yeah, okay, in that last 3-point turn. Right, we just reset the car over here and get it all fixed. Okay, Annihilator has been repaired. It is good to tackle this off-road path again. However, when I reset the car, it did have us pointing the wrong direction. So we've got to do about a 50-point turn to get ourselves pointing down the dirt road. Oh dear! Now got to be careful not to get too impatient when doing these. It's very, very easy to get a little too impatient with the throttle or the reverse and absolutely launch the car forward or backwards. That's what broke it the first time, so let's not do that here. There we go. Oh, nearly. We should be good to make it around here. There we go. As I was saying before we came to the end of the road, a lot of trying to drive this car is preempting the corner and turning really early because it takes so long to get it turned. You've got to turn really, really early for these corners, which certainly makes for. There's always different kind of driving challenge with this one. And when you're bouncing around off road and hidden dips, and you can't really quite see where the road going, that does make it a little bit more on the challenging side. Right, shall we go? I mean, there were a couple of roads off to the side here. We'll go climbing the hill. I mean, this should have more than enough power to go hill climbing. Might not quite have the traction. I'm also slightly... it should have the traction, sorry. It might not quite have the control. I slightly fear that if I come to a big hill and boot it a little bit too much, we might get some huge wheelies or just a huge jump and then a big accident with the... with the Annihilator, but we've made it across there, and oh, come on, get turned. If you'd said at the start of this that it would do this well off-road, I would not have. I really thought this was just going to fall apart the second I took it down these dirt trails. It's actually doing pretty good. It's a little bit bouncy, and they haven't been the most vicious of trails. I'm not having very good luck at finding places to really test the Annihilator. Alright, I did see some smaller dirt paths just around here, so we're going to go and drive on them to finish off. Yeah, I really thought we were going to get stuck or we were going to run out of turning or something was going to go wrong taking this off-road. It's held its own for a vehicle that has the turning circle of a cross-channel ferry. It has held its own at off-road adventuring, or little bits of off-road adventuring at least. Right, okay, there we go. Let's point it going in the right direction, fire up the engine. We could probably get it to quite city speeds down here before we have a really big crash. How much city speeds can we get? That's enough of the city speed. And we do the bouncy Annihilator dance as well as we try and bring it all under control again. I like this car. It's a really very, very cool mod, this one, to have. Yes, it does not turn whatsoever through the corners, but it's a drag car. It's not really supposed to. You wouldn't expect it to. I think it's fantastic that we have this car. The guys also made the DeLorean, the DeLorean with the spikes on the front as well. That is available. Oh crap! I did not see that there was a tree stump there. We have got a little bit stumped now that, quite literally, now that we came to this part of the map. Have we actually still got any functioning steering? We have. Well, I say we have functioning steering. I don't think it was any worse. Okay, it's a little worse than it was before. Well, yeah, a tree stump ended the Annihilator's off-road adventure. Is a fantastic mod, this one. I will put a link to it in the description so you can download it, play around with it yourself. Yes, it does not get turned, but it holds its own surprisingly well once you've got the hang of kind of turning very, very early for whatever corner it is that may be coming up. Oh, I was going to try to do a burnout, but that's not apparently something that's going to happen with this car. There is so much power. If you do have big flat surfaces to run it on, it will get incredibly quick. Yeah, I think it's really rather fantastic. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.